I'm almost at the point where I'm thinking about getting stuff packed up. Not to leave, but you know, just in case. Now then, I'm back out in the English Lake District. Just come up from Rydal Hall Mount, and I'm on the sort of Fairfield Horseshoe. On my way up to Nabsgar, I think it is. So yeah, out for a camp tonight. Not sure where yet, but as I said, I'm on the Fairfield Horseshoe, so I'll probably go as far as Fairfield and then make a decision. The main reason I'm out, because I mean, why would you want to camp in fog, is I've got some new gear to try out, so probably put it in the title. I've got the KUIU Storm Star, I think that's how you say it, KUIU. Yeah, I've got the Storm Star, who hasn't? I think every man and the dog has now. And I've got a Cumulus Vencer sleeping bag, which is like a half sleeping bag, and that's only rated to 2 degrees comfort. It is meant to get into the minuses tonight, but I'll be fine. And because it's a half sleeping bag, I've got a couple of jackets to try. I've got a Rab Neutrino Pro, which is quite a heavy duty down jacket. And then I've got a Cumulus synthetic jacket as well, Climalite I think it is, which is pretty mint. I'm loving my Cumulus stuff. I'll tell you about that later, but I've got a bit of a story about Cumulus. Anyway, let's get up there. Well, I think this is the first Wainwright bagged. Nabsgar. According to the map, should be a cairn just up here. You may have noticed it's completely and utterly clagged in, and I think that's going to be pretty much the case all day and all night. So don't stick around if you're expecting mountain views, because you're not getting any. I do like it though. Atmospheric. Nabsgar. Someone having a piss there, charming. So yeah, the path just forks here. This goes up to Heron Pike, and I'm assuming that one that goes to the left goes down to Olcock Tarn. Olcock Tarn. That's appropriate, isn't it? Olcock Tarn, and then sort of over to Stone Arthur. I'm assuming there must be another way to drop down to Stone Arthur. Not entirely sure. Because I think some people include that on the Fairfield Horseshoe. No, I'm not actually sure if it's part of it. Heron Pike next anyway. So just gone past Heron Pike. Didn't bother filming up there because there's quite a large group having the lunch. So just dropping down again and back up into the clag. So it did clear briefly, very, very briefly. I mean, normally you'd be able to see the whole horseshoe here, but not in. So it looks like there might be a path here going down towards Stone Arthur. Again, I'm not sure if Stone Arthur's one that you add on if you're doing the horseshoe, but it does look tantalisingly close, and it's kind of one of them that's a bit on its own. They always look close on the map, but yeah, I would say it's a little bit out of your way, but why not? I mean, I probably wouldn't, but that's me. Right, so I mean, deep fog now. Very little visibility. So Great Rig next. I think it's Great Rig. Yeah, pretty sure it's Great Rig. Are you ready for another thrilling instalment from the trilogy Paths that lead off the Fairfield Horseshoe to Stone Arthur? I think you are, aren't you? Well, here's the last one. So just below Great Rig, and I think this is probably the best one if you want to come off, do Stone Arthur and come back on. So there you go. Oh. You been to the top? Yeah. Fairfield, is there plenty of snow still? A little bit, yeah. Just a little bit? Alright. Oh, temperature's noticeably dropped now. I've been really hot. I've only got the Paramour. And can I show you my Bringy? That's it. But yeah, been really hot. But obviously when you stop, even in the Paramour and this sort of stuff. Ooh. So I've got plenty of time and I'm contemplating changing the route actually. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm thinking I might actually just do the full horseshoe. So I don't mean walk it all today or tonight or whatever, but instead of turning left and down to Grisdale Tarn when I get to Fairfield, carrying on over to Hart Crag and maybe camping somewhere around Dove Crag, perhaps. Yeah. See what time it is when I get to Fairfield, but yeah, open-minded. Great rig. Right, so just Fairfield now, which is the highest point obviously. Clag keeps rolling in and out. Looks lovely down there towards Grisdale Tarn actually. Tempting. Right, so just approaching the summit of Fairfield. Decent amount of snow. I don't think I'm going to find the actual summit cairn. There's too many bloody cairns on Fairfield, isn't there? I remember, it's probably that one. But I don't need to find it because I've done this one a couple of times. And I've done Hart Crag and Dove Crag a couple of times, so I think I'm just going to stick to plan A. And drop down to Grisdale Tarn and then up to Seat Sandal because I've got plenty of time. I'm just not feeling it really for a camp up here. Looks pretty cool. Almost whiteout conditions really. But I can't see out, can I? So what's the point? And I do need some water. Oh look, there's a shelter here. So yeah, I should be turning, well I should be going that way in fact. So we'll stop here for a couple of minutes, have a bit more hot chocolate, and then I'll drop down to Grisdale Tarn if I can find the path. I've not needed my micro spikes at all. It's oh he says yeah, the snow's it's quite soft really, quite slushy, so absolutely fine. It's kind of what I'm drawn to. I think that one's Seat Sandal, which I would say I might have a little bit of a chance of it clearing, you know, intermittently, because it's just blowing over, isn't it? So probably be better off actually going back to Great Rig, because look how clear that is, and the views down into the valley, fantastic. Kind of like an inversion really. Now we'll carry on and hope for the best. I mean, I might end up at Grisdale Town, and to be honest it won't bother me that much. Right, crack on anyway. Right, so I've dropped down from Fairfield and I'm just above Grisdale Town. There, which you won't be able to see. And I'm on the path that's kind of going along the bottom of Seat Sandal. So I think there's a couple of paths. There we are. I think there's a couple of paths that go up to here. A direct one there, and then one if you just kind of come round a bit, that I believe is just like a normal path. That one's a bit of a scramble, I think. So I don't have to drop down to the tartan and get me water. There's a few bits of running, bit of flowing coming down here. So that's good. Because I'm a bit pushed for time now. I've got to go ascend up again, obviously, and I don't know how long that's going to take. I think it's about 3, and I can't remember what time sun sets, but I'll hazard a guess about 4:15, something like that. So I'll try and get up there and get the tent up before it's dark. Oh, fucking hell. Excuse my French. Yeah, I'd prefer to be on the summit, but if I find anything on the way up that looks like a good pitch. Loads of flowing water, man. I might just take it because, as you can see, very claggy. Ideally, I'd rather be on the top though, so let's bash on, get up there. Right, well, I'd say I'm about 10 minutes from the summit of Seat Sandal. I tell you what, never mind the summit, first bit of flat grass I see, and I think that tent's going up. I cannot wait to get that tent up and get in it. So yeah, I think, you know, I'm not even gonna be messing around talking about the tent setup and what have you, because you've probably seen it 100 times with this tent. Yeah, I'm just going to get in and have a bit of a chill out. I've not stopped all day really. So actually I was a lot closer to the summit than I thought. We're on it. About 2 minutes since I last spoke to you. I'm pretty sure this is it. Total clag. So I'll just find a nice flat piece of grass, get comfy. So I found my pitch right here. It's about the flattest, driest bit of grass I could find. It's very close to the path, very close. But obviously there won't be anyone coming up at this time, definitely not. It's just in the morning perhaps, so I should be up and away, hopefully. So, yeah, comfort, that's all I'm interested in, because I ain't getting any views anyway. So I'll get the tent up, try a time lapse. there you go, pitched up. It's not that difficult to pitch, there's just quite a bit to do, you know, obviously 3 poles and a lot of clips, and I've missed one there. 100% without a shadow of a doubt, the hardest bit is putting those clips on the top where the 3 poles cross. The best way to do it, even then I struggled a bit, is to not do the U-clips up first, so that you've got less tension on those top poles. It's still tricky though, you know, and I don't think I could do it with gloves on, if I'm being honest. But never mind that. Look at this. That's beautiful. Does this count as an inversion? I'd say so. I'm above the clouds. I never brought the drone because I expected it to be really windy tonight. Expecting a good test for the Storm Star. It might come later, but no, not really. Probably 5 mile per hour gusts. Right, well, I'll go get the rest of my stuff set up. As you can see, it's going to be dark soon. It's way darker than it looks on this camera. I've got the new Osmo Action 5 Pro. Sorry, it's not new, is it? The 6 is new. So I got this because it's obviously discounted now. So I've upgraded from my Action 4. I don't know if there's a huge amount of difference, but there's a few features that I thought were worth doing it for. Internal storage, yada yada yada. I think the low light is better because even though it's the same sensor, I think it's sort of a newer model. I really know what I'm talking about, don't I? Right, I'm all set up, fully downed up, down boots, down pants, and my new down jacket, which is a bit of a beast. Rab Neutrino Pro. So I'm sleeping in that tonight because I think I mentioned earlier I've got a sleeping bag that's only a half sleeping bag. But anyway, so yeah, what time did I say it was? 6 o'clock, so I've been getting everything set up and organised. I've already had something to eat. A bag full of goodies here still to get through, but yeah, I've had a massive it's called a Yorkshire pasty for some reason, but I'm not really sure what's Yorkshire about it. Been checking the temperature. I've got 2 of these temperature gauge things here, so got one inside the tent and one outside the tent, and it's warming up nicely. Last time I checked it was 8 degrees in here and 2 outside, so I think that'll probably remain fairly constant. It will drop a bit, but obviously the one outside, I reckon it'll get below freezing tonight. We'll see. Aye. Excuse me. So I thought I'd talk about the tent a little bit. I'm not going to go into major detail. But obviously KUIU, I struggle to say that, KUIU, is it KUIU? KUIU Storm Star. Just thought I'd mention like a few obvious positives and negatives. There aren't many negatives. The ones that there are, they're almost comical because they're so easy to fix, which makes you wonder why they don't just do that. But being so easy to fix, you can sort it out yourself. It's mainly to do with little things like the doors, the toggles on the doors. They've only got, well, you can't see it, I'll show you later, but you've got one at the bottom, and really you should have 2 because this is quite a lot of surface area to tie back, so that's not great. the actual toggle that you tie it to, it's ridiculous. It's like, it's just so tiny. It's a joke. But you can fix that. You just put your own, I don't know, a bit of bungee on it. Just make the loop bigger. What else? I guess the pack size is quite big, but it's a 4-season, 2-person tent, so I guess that goes with the territory. Oh, another negative, the stuff sack that it comes with, that's ridiculous. You can get it in there just about, but it's not really fit for purpose. You know, it's not like a Hilleberg one, which is really massively oversized. It's just not good enough. So again, easily redeemable, just put it in another sack. I do that with most of my tents anyway, like a 10-litre stuff sack's usually enough for most. If you get an oversized one, like a 12-litre or something, you can really squish this down to about, I don't know, a big watermelon, let's say. So what else? The clips that, you know, fasten the 3 poles together, or the 2 poles at each end. Not brilliant, but I guess you could say they're also a positive, because that's what helps to give it its strength, which is obviously a big positive, its strength. One of the main things for me is the size. It's just a really great size. So in winter, what time did I get in the tent? About 4:30. You know, I'm going to be in this tent now till probably 7 or 8 a.m. Yeah, in winter you want a nice big space like this, where you can just throw everything in. It's got 2 vestibules and 2 doors, obviously. So one you can use for your entering and exiting. Don't know why that was so hard to say. Your entrance, one for your entrance, and the other just to store all your crap. Pockets, it's got 2, 4, 6, 8 pockets, and they're all like a fair size as well, so that's great. So yeah, that's a massive positive for me. 1-person tents in winter are just no good to me at all, and I don't care how strong they are or how brilliant they are. Hilleberg, Sulu, I don't think I could manage sleeping in one of those in bad weather for sort of 12, 14 hours, no chance. So yeah, like I said, it's not a full review. The exterior doors as well, they're not great to roll up, but little mods. Yeah, I forgot to say, on the interior doors, a lot of people, they'll just use like a clothes peg, but I'm not using them because I don't really need to have these doors open, but you can get some little magnets as well. Get them off Amazon or whatever. They're like, yeah, just like tie backs, magnetic tie backs, so they'll do the job. So I really like it. I think it's cracking, and I reckon it obviously comes into its own when you've got some nasty weather. I haven't got any tonight. I think it's going to get to 30-mile-per-hour gusts at most. We'll see. But people do say in the wind this hardly moves. So if you've watched any of my videos, you know, even my Hilleberg it'll handle quite a lot of weather, but it does flap around quite a lot, the inner. Apparently this doesn't move and it's really quiet, so I'm looking forward to testing it out in some of those conditions. So that's about it for now. I mean, there's not really much else I can say, is there? I've literally been in it like 2 hours. 2 vents here. We'll see what the condensation's like. Although I don't know what it is about condensation. It's just something that's never really bothered me. Just deal with it. You know, it's not exactly life-threatening, is it? A bit of condensation. So yeah. So that's my views on the tent. Not exactly anything that you won't already know, I'm sure, but if you don't know, you don't know. Right, so what time did I say it was? 6:30 or something. So I've got a little bit of wine and a little bit of whiskey. Quite fancying a hot chocolate actually with a weed ram in it, so I think that's what I'll do next. Probably come back to you later and talk to you a little bit about my new sleeping bag and my jacket, which I think you might have seen me wearing earlier. So I said there's a little bit of a story behind that. I'll tell you about it later, but essentially Cumulus is a Polish outdoor manufacturing company. I went over to see him. I went over to Gdynia, I think it's called, which is near Gdansk, which I think people will be more familiar with. Yeah, I went over there to the showroom and met all the staff, and yeah, it was good. Ended up buying stuff that I didn't really intend to, but there you go. But yeah, I'll talk about this in a bit more detail later, and the jacket in a bit more detail. But first impressions, love them. I'll show you some footage from that. I forgot to say I did actually film it. I was going to make a film of it, but sorry, I was going to publish it, but yeah, I think that's just a bit too much. I'll just put some B-roll in while I'm talking about it. Right, I'll shut up because I'm boring myself, frankly. So God knows what I'm doing to you. I'm just thinking about what other bits and pieces I've got that are new and I can show you. Not an awful lot. I've got a new table. Exciting stuff, eh? Tidgy. Good for putting your stove on or your pot. It's a table. It's light. It's convenient. Decent. What else have I got? I don't know what I've done with it. Is it in here? This is great, by the way. This is really... The table's good, don't get me wrong. But this has exceeded my expectations, is what I should say. It's one of them, I think it's Alpenglow, is it? No, sorry, it's not. This is much cheaper than the Alpenglow. This is a Aero Go-Go pump, basically. So there's no battery in it. What you do is you just put it straight into your phone or power bank or whatever. I'm sure you'll have seen these, but check this out. Now, when I saw these, I thought, that looks like a gimmick, frankly. And it probably takes forever. What I've done with my bag. I thought it probably takes forever to pump up your mat. Now I've got a Thermarest X-Therm here. And it's I don't think it's a wide version, but it's a long version. And honestly, I would say that's quicker than the Flextail Zero pump. I've had a couple of their pumps, and this is definitely quicker, I would say. Maybe not as quick as the big beefy ones, but yeah, really good bit of kit. Not cheap though. I think it might have been about 30 quid, but then out the Flextail Zero one's about that, at least 30 quid. I've not seen anywhere in the UK that you can buy them. So yeah, I had to get it from America, shipped over, took a while. But your other alternative is like I said, I think it's Alpenglow. And I'm sure they're like 50 quid from Ultralight Outdoor Gear, so I won't be paying that, no chance. So table, pump, exciting stuff, eh? Always buying bloody gear. Oh, this hat's new as well, isn't it? This is good as well. This is really good. And good value. It's a lady who's based down south, so it's handmade, hand knitted, and very, very reasonable. So warm and comfy. I think it were about £25, Is it Summit Beanies or something? If it is Summit Beanies, I'll confirm that. But you should definitely give them a try. Super quick delivery, super good quality and super good value. So recommend them as well. 10 past 10. Toasty warm in here. Too warm if anything. According to the thermometers, about 6 degrees in the tent, and it's still above freezing outside, only just 1 degree. So very comfortable. Been a lot of rain. Just had a Met Office weather warning. Fog. Whatever. And the forecast is saying from about 4 AM just heavy rain, so it's going to be interesting. Pack up tomorrow and walk back, but there you go. Been drinking my wine. That's nearly gone. Watching a bit of entertainment. But yeah, I think it's time soon to get my head down. Anyway, I bid you good night, God bless. Wind's picked up. Not sure about these claims about no wind noise. Yeah, that sounds a bit far-fetched. It's a tent end of the day, innit? I think it's only about 25 mile per hour, something like that. But yeah, it's pretty solid. Quite grateful for it actually, because like I said earlier, just too warm. So I've got the vents fully open, and I've actually got the vents on the doors open as well now. Nice. Back to bed. I know this tent's meant to be strong like, but I am glad I put the guys out last night. Not all of them, but a few. It was tempting not to put them out because zero wind. Blimey. No idea what this is. Christ. 4 AM. My God, it's wild, really wild. I know you're not supposed to go off the weather forecast, but Checking windy, checking Met Office, and it's saying about 40 mile per hour gusts. What the hell? I'm almost at the point where I'm thinking about getting stuff packed up. Not to leave, but you know, just in case. Blimey. Morning. I don't know if that's going to pick me up. Will it pick me up there? I'm not sure. Oh, interesting evening. Probably seen some footage of last night. I woke up about 4 AM due to the wind. And yeah, it was pretty wild. I would say until probably about 6. And it calmed down and it's not too bad now. Toasty warm though. This Cumulus Vencer bag, fantastic. I've actually taken the down bottoms off, and I had to take off the rab jacket. It's too warm. Put the Cumulus, I think it's Climalite jacket on to sleep in, and yeah, really comfy. I think it's been sort of 4 degrees in the tent pretty much all night, and about 1 degree outside. So yeah, fantastic bit of kit this. As I said, it's kind of like a half bag, but as you can see, it sort of comes up to just below my chest. So it's keeping most of your core warm, and then you've got this bit here, this material. You can pull that over here, and that helps if you know, if you're sleeping in a down jacket, it'll keep any moisture off you or whatever. It's 900 fill power, Polish goose down, the best. I think it weighs 345 grams, so bugger all really. Pertex Quantum Pro. So obviously that means it's pretty resistant to moisture. I do think I've got a little bit of moisture on the foot box there, where it's been touching the bottom of the tent, condensation, but I feel completely dry and warm. The jacket, Climalite, pretty sure it's Climalite. Synthetic insulation, Climate Shield insulation I think it is. It's absolutely lovely. For a synthetic jacket, yeah, lovely. When I first tried it on, I was like, I thought that it must have some sort of down in the hood because it's so lofty, but it's not, it's just all synthetic. Brilliant bit of gear. I do love my Cumulus. So yeah, I mentioned I went to see them in Poland. I took my aerial, I think it's a 250 quilt over there to be repaired, so that's still with them. That should be like brand new when that gets back to me. So they've washed it, I think they've replaced 2 baffles, patched up 2 baffles, put in 80 grams of fill. Anything else? Yeah, I think that's about it. It's going to cost me about £100, including delivery, so it's fine. It's like basically having a new quilt. You know, for really, really cold trips where it's getting to the minuses, this and the quilt will be more than enough to keep me warm, definitely. With this and the quilt, it should see me through all the seasons. The quilt, you can use it in summer on its own. Shoulder seasons, probably just use this on its own. And then, like I said, for the deepest, darkest, coldest winter, this bag and the quilt and this jacket, or my wrap down jacket, easily warm enough. Anyway, there you go. So what else? Well, I can't have any coffee because I've just discovered that I've forgotten a lighter. Boo-hoo. I've never done that before. So I think just get packed up and get out of here as quickly as possible. Yeah, get the Paramo on. So yeah, I'll be waterproofed as I'm packing up the tent. So that's one thing you can do with the doors, with the exterior door. Just put a little mini carabiner on the clip that fastens the bottom, and just pull it over and clip it on a pole. Works pretty well. Oh my god, it's freezing! Jesus! Oh, but it's actually, you won't be able to hear a thing I'm saying, but it's actually cleared down there. Shame I didn't have any views because it's beautiful. Looking down on Grasmere. Oh god, I need to go put some gloves on. Jesus. Oh, that's better. I'm not looking forward to undoing those clips already, but that'll be the first job. So at least it's not that windy now. I'll stick a carabiner onto one of the guys when I'm taking it down, but it's fine. And it stopped raining as well, so cool. It's just frigging freezing, man. Well, undoing the clips is actually very easy. I know some people say use your palm and your thumb, but if you just you know, go at it like you mean it, that's all I'm saying. But it's just these two, clipping them up, that's quite hard, I would say. But like I said before, if you undo these first, it's actually a lot easier to do them. Oh, and one more thing before I get the tent down, I should mention this. The first time I did this, I thought it was just me, but I'll show you. And I've still not mastered it yet, but the poles here, when you're taking them out, the end, what do you call it? I don't know, the end, the bracket, can't think of a word. Anyway, the tip, the end tip that's on the elastic, that's got a tendency to pop out and smack you in the fingers. So what I usually do with my poles anyway, I tend to push rather than pull, so that should help if you remember. And the other thing I've heard people say is if you just squeeze the pole sleeves at the bottom, that should help as well. So we'll give it a go. I'll let you know how I get on with that. But yeah, that's quite annoying. I've never had that on any tent, do that. But as I said, all of the sort of minor flaws. They're easily redeemable. So £311 I paid for that bad boy. Absolute bargain. If you are thinking of getting one, and I've said this for the last 2 or 3 years to people now, KUIU, they always have a sale, always. So don't pay full price. I'm not sure if they've ever been reduced as heavily as that before. That was literally half price, so £311 including delivery, taxes, everything. So yeah, they're over 600 quid new. So anyway, if you want one, don't pay full price. Either wait for the sale or get one off eBay and don't pay silly money. I mean, if I did sell that, honestly, I probably would ask for more than what I paid, but I wouldn't take the piss. So yeah, I mean, if you're buying one second hand, I won't pay over 400, I would say. That's it all packed away. So you can squish it down pretty good. Just get yourself an oversized stuff sack. Like I said, the one that comes with it, useless. Right then, leave no trace. Fit just nicely in amongst all these rocks. Lovely jubbly, nice and flat. So yeah, leave no trace and let's get the hell out of here. I'll bring you back probably when I get back down to Grisdale town. Right, so it won't be too far now before I join the coast to coast path, and still not decided if I'm going higher or lower. Yeah, we'll see. So I've reached the fork. Ooh. This is the high path. And obviously this is the low path. So I think I'd rather take my chances drowning than do any kind of ascent at the moment, albeit quite a small ascent. Yeah, let's give this a go. Beautiful. I don't know if you can pick up all the waterfalls up there. Well, one waterfall. I guess the rest are just fast flowing streams. Stunning. Right, well, I'm almost back down at the bottom. Probably 5 or 10 minutes from Grasmere. Hopefully you can hear me and see me. It's a bloody wet one, I'll tell you that. So anyway, as always, if you watched, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.